Hi, my name is Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and motivational speaker. Today, I'm going to tell you about the most versatile tripod I have ever found on Earth. Is this the most versatile tripod on Earth? That's a very good question. So I do a lot of photography. I've worked as a professional photographer for years. I travel around. Clearly, I use a tripod to hold my cameras. As a speaker, I run around. I need tripods, light stands, all sorts of crazy stuff. But working on my TV show and World Beyond, I've had to go to some pretty crazy places like the woods, the Rocky Mountains, India, Russia. And I have to debate on how I'm going to hold my camera to film myself. If any of you know the adventure style of, let's say, Bear Grylls or Les Brown, who else? Cody Lundin. I can't remember the guy I used to work with there, but all of those guys, save Les Stroud, all had a camera crew. There's a bunch of guys behind them filming and doing their whole thing, but Les Stroud, he's like the ultimate survivalist. He goes in alone with he set up to 70 pounds of camera gear with 3 cameras, a GoPro, a main camera, a secondary camera, a third camera, and he had all sorts of tripods. I'm using his slick tripod, or not his, but a very similar right now to hold my camera. I've actually started to convert to that for travel. It's very nice, but it's very light and delicate. So when I went to India, I decided, okay, I need a tripod. I want something that's short and unobtrusive, that's very versatile, and I decided to go with this thing, the Joby Gorillapod. Now, full disclosure, I am not sponsored by Joby. They do not pay me any money. They don't even know probably about this video, but here I am to tell you about my experience with this pod. Now, the Gorillapod came out some time ago, and its original incarnation was very good for point and shoots or things like your phone, where it could totally hold your phone up, and it was pretty cool, and it was quite popular, but the versions that came out were not very strong for DSLRs or SLRs at the time. Just couldn't cut it. So Joby's gone through several iterations and tries on this thing, and they've come out with a couple different versions now, the 1000 series, and this guy is like the big honker Gorillapod right now. I mean, you get much bigger and you actually get into real tripod status. So why do I call this the most versatile tripod on Earth? Well, for a couple of reasons. You'll immediately notice that this comes with a ball head. That's pretty cool, yeah? So that means you can come around, you twist this dial, boom, and it locks and you're set. You can also twist this, spin around. The tripod kit comes with both the legs and the head. I have to tell you, most of the time with professional camera tripods, they actually come with what are called sticks, or the legs, and no head. And then you choose the head that you want on your tripod. Joby decided to put this as an all-in-one kit with a sexy red, but what they also did, is part of the versatility, is this attachment plate here, this little plate that detaches or attaches, uses the Arca-Swiss mounting system. Super excited about that. Why am I excited about that? Because the Arca-Swiss is probably the universal gold standard for mounting all tripod related stuff. Is it the only system? No. The Slick has a mounting system. GoPro, Manfrotto. Who else? Manfrotto has it. Bogan has the same sort of thing. But this makes the tripod instantly more versatile because you have something that's not super high end, and yet it has a more universal design than a ton of other mini tripods. That's totally cool. So huge points to there. Also, they have this locking pin. Check this out. This little guy right here. This prevents, when you lock in the plate, okay, it's locked in, but if you accidentally loosen this, this can't fall off. Now, that is totally cool. because have you ever not locked this thing up and then slip, wham? Yeah, it's happened to people. There's a couple of photographers I know it's happened to. Ooh. So for me, it's a little bit irritating because you've got to unscrew this thing completely and thus kind of defeating the whole purpose of the Arca-Swiss. But the first time you lose control and this locks your camera or video camera in my case and prevents it from smashing to the ground, oh. But the whole point of the Gorillapod are these crazy articulated ball jointed legs. Now, I'm sure you've seen other tripods out there like, oh yeah, sticks, 3 legs, 4 legs, or 3 legs always, but 2, 3, or 4 sections. There's all sorts of options like my Binro carbon fiber tripod has 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Pretty darn handy. And you can see, let's see if I can get far enough back here, the height difference between the two. The Binro versus the Joby. Now this guy, the Binro, it can telescope all the way up to height where I can actually use it. I've used this in Europe, Mexico, yeah, all over the United States. Totally versatile. I can flip it over. It fits in my travel luggage really well. This could totally fit in like my backpack. This guy, it's pretty big in my backpack. This slick tripod I'm using right now, that's what I've kind of gone to because it's much lighter than my Binro. Huge thing, but the versatility on this is incomparable. Why is that? Because you don't just get to 1, 2, 3 legs. Oh wow, yeah, that's an amazing tripod. No, that's not the point of the Gorillapod. This is the most amazing versatile tripod ever because, check that out. We can make this cool little frame and we can look through it. Now, is that the purpose of a tripod? No, of course not. The whole purpose of the tripod is to hold your camera. But what happens when you need to put your camera on a telephone pole or a street lamp or something? Like, man, I need to put my camera somewhere, but I can't put my sticks down for whatever reason. Yeah, that's right. You're toast. So this is where the Gorillapod totally shines. Now, using this in India, was it the best solution? Oh, and I used this in Amsterdam. Yeah, when I did my show in Amsterdam, the World Beyond show in Amsterdam, I brought this too because running around the city, when you put a tripod down, a couple of things happen. One, it attracts a lot of attention, unwanted attention, because, ooh, there's a cameraman. Oh, yeah, what's going on? And have people do things behind my head. I'm like, oh. So I decided to bring the Gorillapod because it's small enough where I can carry it like this and use it as a balancer and to stabilize the camera. And then I decided to put it around a pole, and let's see if I can here. It's usually a two-handed affair, but I think I could do this one-handed. Let's see. That kind of hurts. Check it out. Now, I'm not strong and muscular, but I can hold a tripod and play a tripod pole on TV. Check that out. It's totally cool. Now, also, you can actually hang this on something. Shoot. And you can put these legs down here, put these legs down here, so you could actually, check this out, you could actually like hang this on a door jamb or something, and then balance it out. Oh, it's kind of tilting forward, dude. Well, let's see, what if I put these legs back and did that? Oh man, check that out. That totally like balances. How cool is this? Now, there's no other tripod on Earth that I think can do this. I'm pretty sure Joby has a patent on this. I know I've seen other articulated arms. These are actually originally from pipes that are used in CNC machines for cutters, but they decided not put the fluid through here. And as a consequence, you make a really stiff addition, and now you can like totally, yeah, I said like totally 5 times. I know. You can completely set your tripod up in any fashion. So this makes a Joby Gorillapod the most versatile tripod on earth in my humble opinion. Now, there are 2 or 3 flavors currently of this guy. I would not recommend the lower of the 2 or 3. I'll only put the link to the higher end one. Now, there's a reason. I can put a video camera, not a super big one, but I've got a Canon G20 and 30 and 40. I'm looking at the Sony Z90, all sorts of things. You can put a decent sized camcorder on this thing, spread the legs out a bit, and it will be totally usable. Now, is it obviously it's 6 feet high? No, but you didn't bring a 6-foot high tripod either, did you? No, this thing actually can get the job done. Now, is it perfect? No, of course not. There's no perfect tripod. I want it to weigh nothing, but be ultra stable, be able to go down to 6 feet, but be able to put my camera on the ground. There doesn't exist an animal that does all of that, but this guy can get you there because if nothing else, it's not 6 feet tall, 7 feet tall, but if you find a fence or a pole and you can wrap it around, you can get, and I did this in India, and I did it in Amsterdam, I totally wrapped this pod around a pole, and I set my camera up where I needed it, and I could film, so it was like I had a camera. Also, cities are starting to get crazy where, oh, the tripod on the sidewalk is blocking the way, even though there's not a person in sight, but whatever, laws are laws. And this doesn't have to be on the ground, so you're not blocking the sidewalk or blocking the walkway. Or I was in Boston, sir, you can't photograph out here because of security. Law section 42.3-5. There's no security law. I can stand outside and photograph all I want, but whatever. Yeesh. So this allows you the ability to do lots of stuff. Is it the ultimate answer? No, but boy, when you need this, and you travel a lot and you film, or it's a little bit heavy for backpacking, but you want to wrap this around a tree, a trunk, you do something crazy, hook it up to your GoPro in a crazy place. It's huge, huge, huge. Highly, highly, highly recommended. The most versatile tripod on earth, hands down. Again, full disclosure, Joby does not sponsor me. If you want to sponsor me, that'd be great. So, can't complain at all about this thing. Lots of love. Tiny niggle on the head mount, but no big deal. And they've got the little twist coin, or not the coin deal. I hate the coin deal, but this guy, so you can lock it on. It's pretty much everything you ever wanted in this tripod, and the safety lock thing. I'll appreciate it when my camera almost smashes off. My name is Aaron Linsdau. I am a Polar Explorer motivational speaker. If you know anybody that needs an event to be inspired by a motivational speaker, check me out. I can hook you up. Please like and comment on my video, subscribe to the channel, support me on Patreon, Venmo, and PayPal. Thank you very much.